If you haven't already seen it, I made a video about my thyroid and my experience trying to balance those hormones and getting them to where they need to be. I also mentioned that when I asked for a full thyroid panel, the doctor's office told me that that was a waste of my money. But what it really was is that they didn't actually know how to read a full panel, and they didn't just say that. Like, if you don't know how to do it, just say that, babe. Just, it's okay. It's fine. Just let me know so that I can go spend my energy somewhere else, because I asked several times about this thyroid panel. I found a place that will do a thyroid panel. Anybody can do this from anywhere. It is super practical. It is very accessible, and I believe it is very affordable. And this is lifeextension.com. You can get almost a full thyroid panel for $75. You don't have to wait on your doctor to order it, and you don't have to argue with a physician about it. You just go online, order it, take that order to LabCorp. You can get your blood tested that same day. They just draw your blood. It's only one little tube. And it says you will get your results in 3 to 5 days, but I keep seeing my results in 1 day. Super easy. And the best part about this is that there's a number at the bottom of your results. You'll get emailed a little PDF of all of your markers. And then there's a number that says you can call this number to go over your results. I called this number not knowing what it was going to be. I had zero expectations, but it was the best, the most informative 50-minute phone call that I have ever had regarding my thyroid. It was so much more thorough and informative than any conversation that I had with my physician up to that point. They went over really what is lacking, where I could support my thyroid myself personally, not just adding another pill to it, what really is the problem. Because what my marker was, and that's in the video, but just to recap, I had a great T3, which is what is affected by the level of thyroxine that I'm prescribed. That was perfect, right where I needed to be, but my T4 was lacking. And the T4 is not affected by the thyroxine, the level of thyroxine that I'm prescribed. That is only affected by my T3. My T3 converts into T4. That's the truth for everybody. And I learned this on lifeextension.com on that phone call. And they said, so really, you don't need more level thyroxine per these lab tests. You need to better support your body so that it can convert T3 to T4. And so then they went over and said what I could do to support this. And this is what I'm going to talk about today. So the things that they suggested to me. Okay, so this is what your test results look like minus all that scribbling. Those are my notes from that phone call. So this is what they test. They test on that $75 test. They test your TSH, your T4, T3, your thyroxine, which is your T4 free, and your direct. Your TSH needs to be between 1 and 2. So I was a little high on that. And then your T4, I've been saying that wrong. So I said that backwards. Your T4 converts into T3. So your T4 should be per this phone call between 9 and 11. That's optimal. And I was perfect. And then your T3 needs to be between 3.4 and 4.2. So I was a little low. And then your T4, your free direct, is your main thyroid hormone, and you need to be between 1.46 and 1.47, and I was a little less than optimal. So to kick things off, they said, you took this test at 4 p.m. Next time you take the test, I want you to take it in the morning, because that is when your hormones are more accurate. Take it, if you can, within 2 hours after taking your level thyroxine. So, and I think that makes sense, because I think that I don't know if I'm right, but I've heard that if you take a pregnancy test, it's best to take it in the morning. So that was something that I always took my test with my doctor in the afternoon, and they never said, hey, you should take this in the morning. So right off the bat, that's strike one, okay? Then they explained to me that T4 converts into T3. Really what I need to do is support that conversion, support that function. And they said, these are the nutrients that you need to take. You need to take iodine. You need to have a high protein diet, which I was really lacking on a high protein diet. Magnesium, I was okay with magnesium, but I didn't take it every night. Selenium, had never even heard of this. Vitamin A, proper sleep, stress management, and that's it. To reduce the stress, if you are a stressed person like me, if you just tend to run a little high strung. They have a thyroid support complex, and it includes all the things that you need for your thyroid support. Of course, it's made for that, and it has ashwagandha, and the ashwagandha helps you manage your stress a little bit better. And so does the magnesium, I've noticed. So if you want to just make it simple, you can take just their supplement for that. It's through lifeextension.com. I did get that, but I also did a little bit more research. I watched a lot of Barbara O'Neill videos, and she made a video about how to best take the iodine, to use a wild yam cream. I started using that, putting castor oil on right here on your thyroid. And that kind of activates the thyroid first thing in the morning. She also suggested cayenne pepper, but I don't know. I put it on. I didn't really feel a difference with that, to be honest. She said that some lady put it on and she felt so wide awake after she put the thyroid or the castor oil with cayenne pepper on her thyroid. I tried it a little bit. I didn't feel that awake, to be honest. I felt the same. So I tried a number of things, but one of the biggest things that I also did was that I made sure that I moved my body every single day and that I sweat every single day. And the reason why is you have to clear out your detox pathways and you have to kind of wake up the thyroid. Now, Barbara O'Neill did say that if you work out and you have this kind of high intensity workout, which she suggests for someone with a low thyroid function, that you have to do that in the morning. I don't always do it in the morning. In fact, last night I took a pretty intense cycle class and it was 5:30, which I haven't done a late class in a while for the same reason. I just don't want to alter my hormones. But I had to work out and I didn't have time beforehand. So I just did what I had to do. To recap, if you have a low thyroid, I strongly suggest you, one, check out lifeextension.com, get your thyroid tested. I'm testing my thyroid every single month right now just to make sure that I build a good strong foundation to support my thyroid, and that I keep track of what is working and what isn't working. The thyroid controls everything for you. I did also read that it controls your fertility, your skin. So I just want to make sure that I'm properly supporting my thyroid for the rest of my life. I mean, this isn't something that I'm doing like this month. This is something that I'm doing forever because I have half a thyroid left. So I need to make sure that I get the most bang out of my half buck here. So that's what I'm doing. Definitely go over your lab results with one of those representatives on the phone and definitely take their advice. Something else I suggest is to watch Barbara O'Neill and then just try those things. Try these supplements, try the exercise, try the wild yam, just try to improve your sleep, improve the water intake that you take, cut out, certain foods. Just really give it a strong go for the next month and see what it does for you. I will say, me personally, I have been feeling fantastic. I'm sleeping great, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I was able to get back to who I am. This helps. I hope this inspires you. Don't give up. Don't take no for an answer. Don't let your doctor tell you that it was a waste of money or, that you don't need to test those levels. You need to test all your levels, okay? All right. See you next time. Thanks for watching.